Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Chen Hui. Today, we are going to do a presentation for our Human Anatomy Practical 2, which is the integumentary system and the skeletal system. In our group, we have me, Kelvin, Ewan, and Chloe. All slides are observed using the Olympus CX23 microscope. And this is a slide showing the compact bone. This is called osteum, and the hole is a central canal. This is a slide showing the spongy cancellous bone, and this is called trabeculate. Next, this is a slide showing the hyaline cartilage. This is called matrix, and this is called the chondrocytes in lacunae.
I'm Kelvi. Now I'm going to introduce the human body skin by using the human skin model. First, human skin model are composed of two main layers, the epidermis and the dermis. I have labeled out which one is epidermis and which one is dermis in the diagram. Epidermis is organized into several distinct layers. Stratum corneum is the outermost layer of the epidermis. Then is stratum lucidum, and the next one is stratum granulosum, stratum spinosum, stratum basilar, and basement membrane. The dermis is the second layer of the skin, situated beneath the epidermis. It can be divided into two distinct regions, the papillary layer and the reticular layer. And there is subcutaneous layer which is located in the bottom. In our skin layer, we also have many components. You can see that there are the most significant components such as sweat gland duct, sebaceous glands, tactile corpulus, erectile pili muscle, and so on. In my slide, I have labeled out for you guys to easily understand. And the next one is human palm skin under microscope. We can clearly see that there is a papillary layer and the reticular layer. And we can see that there is the sweat glands at the bottom right of our picture. In this picture, we can also see the stratum corneum, stratum lucidum, dermal papilla, and epidermal ridge.
Hi guys, my name is Chloe and now I'd like to introduce the human light skin and human dark skin under microscope. The differences is mainly in melanocytes activities in the scrotum basilis of the epidermis. Both light skin and dark skin have similar numbers of melanocytes, but the melanocytes are more activities in dark skin individuals. Here are the images that we found under the microscope. This is light skin and this is dark skin. And the important details that I have been labeled out, and you may have a look.
Hi guys, my name is Ewan and I'm going to present you the longitudinal section hair follicle of human scalp. As you can see in my slides, there are hair shaft, tissue of root sheaths, and sebaceous gland. For the hair shaft, it is the visible part of the hair that sticks out of our skin. So for the tissue sheaths, it is below the hair shaft, and for the sebaceous glands, it is beside the tissue of root sheaths. Following next is the transverse section hair follicle of human scalp. As you can see in the slides, there are stratum corneum, which is the outermost layer of the epidermis, followed by sebaceous gland, connective tissue sheaths, and hair follicle.
Hi guys, my name is Chloe. Today I'd like to introduce the exoskeleton. The scalp and the associated bones contains 29 bones, and the scalp consists of the cranium, the face, and the associated bones. Let me introduce first the cranium. This is the frontal, and this is the parietal, and this part is the occipital. Next, let me introduce this is the temporal, and this is the sphenoid. Okay, next this is a zygomatic bones and zygomatic arch. Okay, and this is the mandible, is a lower jaw line, and this is movable. Yeah, too. Okay, next is the hole here is the external auditory meatus, And this is the mitose process. And the last one, okay, around here, yeah, is the temporomandibular joint. Hi guys! Next, let me introduce the 5 structure. Okay, the first one is the lambdoid structure, which are between the occipitals and the parental bones. And here is a sagittal structure, which are between the parental bones. And next one is the coronal structure, which are between the frontal and the parental bones. Okay, and this part is the parental and the temporal bones, which called squamous structure. And the last one is the frontonasal structure, which are between the frontal and the nasal bones.
Hi, my name is Ewan, and I'm going to introduce the thoracic cage to you. So firstly, there are 12 rib cage for our human body. The first 7, which are from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, they are true rib cage. And for 8 to 12, which are 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, they are false ribs because they are not attached to our sternum. Then I'm going to introduce our sternum. This one is the sternum. And it consists of 4 parts. The first one is jugular notch and manubrium, body, and xiphoid process. Next, I'm going to talk about this pectoral girdle, and each of our human has 1 pair of pectoral girdle. So pectoral girdle consists of this clavicle, and this is scapula. For the scapula, this one is the spine, and this one, which is connected to humerus, this is the glenoid cavity. So next, I'm going to introduce you the upper limb. So upper limb consists of humerus, and this is radius, ulna, metacarpals, and phalanges. Okay, so for this humerus, this is called the olecranon fossa, and for this radius, this is called the head. While for ulna, this is not called the head, but it called as olecranon. And following by this is the radial tuberosity, and following by this, over here is called styloid, and this is also called styloid. And following by this, there are 8 bones here. These are called metacarpal bones, and this is called the proximal phalanx and middle phalanx, and this is called distal phalanx.
Hi, I'm Xianhui. I'm going to introduce the part of the pelvic girdle. Firstly, I'm going to introduce this is the ilium, and this is iliac crest, and this is acetabulum. Yeah, this is the acetabulum. Next, this is the ischium, and this is the ischial tuberosity, and the whole is the obturator foramen. Lastly, this is the pubis, and this is the pubic symphysis, which is a connection between the 2 hip bones. Next, I'm going to introduce the lower limb. Firstly, this is called the femur. This is called femur, and this is the head, and this is the fovea capitis. This is called the patella. Okay. Next, this is called tibia, and this is called tibial tuberosity, and this is a medial. And this is called fibula, and this is called lateral malleolus. Okay. The ankle contains 7 tarsal bones, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. This is called the calcaneus, and this is called talus. Next, we have 5 metatarsals, which is the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and we also have the phalanges. This is called the phalanges.
Hello everyone, I'm Kelvy. Today I'm going to introduce you guys the vertebral column. There are 4 vertebral regions, which is cervical, thoracic, lumbar, and sacral. There are 7 cervical vertebrae located on our neck. The first one is called atlas, and the second one is called axis. Hyoid is located in the front part of the neck, which is a floating bone. It does not connect directly with any other bones. And the next one is thoracic vertebral. Thoracic vertebral consists 12 vertebrae, number T1 to T12, which is located in the middle regions of the vertebral column between the cervical and the lumbar. As we work away posteriorly, we get to a hole in the vertebral foramen, and it is where the spinal cord travels through. Each vertebral has two transverse processes that extend laterally from the side of the vertebral body. The vertebral body is the anterior portion of the vertebral. And there is a spinous process, which is a bony projection that extends posteriorly from the back of the vertebral. Next, lumbar vertebrae. Lumbar spine consists of the 5 vertebrae, which known as L1 to L5, and it located in your lower back. And the last 5 part is called sacral. We have the 9 vertebrae that are fused together, the 5 sacral vertebrae and 4 coccyx, which is located between the hip bone and positioned below the last lumbar vertebrae. Lastly, we have the coccyx, which is known as a tailbone, and these are 4 vertebrae that are fused together. So that's all for our presentation. You guys remember to
Like, subscribe,
and share.
yeah!